So you're eating clean, you're hitting the gym, and the scale hasn't budged in 2 weeks. You're not broken, and it's not just in your head. This is what's going on. In this video today, I'm going to give you the scientific reasons why weight loss stalls and how to fix it. So number 1 is the hidden calorie trap. I think we all know what that is. Most people underestimate what they eat as far as calories by 30 to 50%. So the science behind this is, in our head anyway, that when you lick the spoon, you put the cream in your coffee, you have those delicious drinks, things like that, we don't often count those things as additional calories into our daily routine. So the fix is, for the next 3 days, count every single thing that you eat, whether it be a little bit of cooking oil with your food, whether it's a little cream in your coffee, whether you're licking that spoon for the whipped cream, whatever it is, track every single calorie. You're going to be surprised most likely when you come to the end of the 3 days and say, wow, I didn't realize that added that many calories. Some people will find they're getting an additional 400 calories or more just by doing those small little things. Number 2 is the metabolic adaptation. Well, that sounds really complicated, but it's not. So the problem is your body's a lot like an engine. And you know what? When you start losing weight, you're not going to need as big of an engine to motor all that fuel as when you're a bigger person. So when you start losing weight, your body's going to adapt and you're going to need a whole lot less, food to power your engine. So you're going to burn less fuel, calories, just by existing. So there's something called 55 NEAT. Now, I think this is an interesting concept because when we start really dieting, most people stop the fidgeting. They stop moving their foot. They stop moving and wiggling around in the chair. They're not as nervous at parties, all these different things. So you stop moving as much so that you start conserving some of your calories for energy. The fix is, don't just lower your calories, increase your step content. So this might be any kind of exercise, whether it be walking or running or jogging or going to the gym and doing strength training or whatever it is for you. You know what? The more that you exercise and the more you keep that engine running, the more that you're going to lose. Number 3 is the sleep and stress factor. Now, whoever thought there was such a thing as a sleep and a stress factor? Well, the scientists did, because cortisol masks fat loss, and that's just a reality. It makes you retain water. It does all kinds of things. So when you get on the scale, it's going to look like you're losing less weight because you're stressed, you're not sleeping, you're producing more cortisol. The fix for that is stop focusing on the scale for 1 whole week. Instead of focusing on that scale every day, focus on getting 8 hours of good sleep, regardless of what you have to do. If you have to put your computer away for an hour or 2 before you go to bed, whether it's drinking some, nice hot decaffeinated tea or warm milk before you go to sleep, if it's making sure that you're, whatever kind of peaceful mood, listening to soft music, whatever it is that makes you tired and sleepy and restful, get a good night's sleep. At the end of that week, get on that scale and see if your body hasn't just whooshed some of those calories away. Number 4 is the weekend sabotage. So if you're using the week Monday through Friday to have a calorie deficit, and on Saturdays and Sundays you decide it's time to have the pizza and the beer and the drinks and the nachos and all that kind of stuff, you're going to struggle with gaining weight. So the fix to this might be simpler than you think. Maybe reduce calories throughout the week so that when the weekend comes, you have some extra calories that you can work on and still stay in a deficit for the week. So eat less during the week to eat more on the weekend. In summary, I just want to say plateaus are normal. This is part of the dieting process. Check your tracking, watch your sleep, and lastly, don't let the weekends get away from you as far as calories. Work on taking care of those calories throughout the whole week, all 7 days, and you're going to have a much easier time. If you'd like to know some of the tips and tricks that I use to go shopping and really lose weight and stay on my weight loss program, check out this next video all about shopping for weight loss. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hang in there. We're on day 7. I know you can keep doing this. Just keep tracking your progress and moving along. Know that plateaus are part of the weight loss process. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications. And if you know somebody who might benefit from learning more about plateaus, please share this video. I'd love to be able to have them as part of my Homestead Patch family. So have a great day, everybody, and happy dieting.